Hi there, I'm Lauren and welcome back to my YouTube channel Sweet Smiling Soul, where I talk about all things sewing. Today I am going to upcycle a duvet cover, which is this. I'm going to turn it into a men's shirt. So my husband Lawrence is going to be the model for this shirt. He is likely going to keep it and hopefully wear it. We'll see. But we're gonna have some fun here and put this shirt together and see how it all turns out. So I am going to use the Finch Button Up Shirt pattern by Common Stitch. I've made this shirt a few times now. I will make some adjustments. I might make the shirt a little bit longer just because Lawrence has a longer torso and the ones that I made in the past just seem to be a tiny bit too short, so I might add another 5 centimeters or so to the shirt, and I will also bring the sleeves in a little bit, making them a little bit more narrow because they tend to puff out a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm doing the sleeve step wrong or anything, I'm not sure, but I just noticed that on all of the shirts I've made so far with this pattern, I've had to bring the sleeves in a little bit more, make them more narrow, so I'm expecting to do that again for this shirt as well. So I'm gonna start cutting and then sewing, and I will give you updates along the way and we'll go from there. So I've cut out all my pattern pieces with the help of Lawrence. I extended the front and back pieces by about 5 centimeters just to see if that makes a difference. I thought it's better to be longer than not long enough, so we'll do that, and then if it's still too long then I'll just hem it up a little bit more. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on the collar. And yeah, I'm probably just going to get into a flow with this project and get it done. So I'll do a time lapse of me putting it together, and then I'll give you an update once I'm done. So I have almost finished the shirt. I now just need to add some buttons. So I'm a little bit worried about that because the last time I tried to use the buttonhole feature on my sewing machine, it played up on me and I really couldn't get the buttonholes to finish. Like my machine would start the buttonhole, but then it wouldn't go around and finish it. So I'm gonna have to practice a little bit on some scrap fabric before I add the buttons to this shirt. But at the moment I need to just decide what buttons to put. I'm thinking black, but I'm gonna see what is in my button stash and see what I can find. Maybe brown, I don't know. But that's what I'm gonna be doing now. And then I will hopefully be able to create the buttonholes, then sew the buttons on, and then I will get Lawrence to try it on and see how it fits, and hopefully do a bit of a fashion parade for you. Alrighty, so I have some navy blue ones here that I'm testing out. I also have black. I kind of want to go with the navy blue, but that's the black. You might not be able to see the difference here, but black could also work. I just feel like because there's like a blue in here, maybe navy blue might be nice. I also found some blue buttons, but I think there's not much of a contrast. Like they kind of get lost in the pattern because they're similar to this blue. So I think I won't go with the light blue. I think I'll go navy. I think navy's nice and they stand out a bit better than the light blue, but then they're not as harsh as the black. So yeah, decision made, navy blue. So I've finished sewing on the buttons. We have 7 navy blue buttons and my machine was able to do the buttonholes without any dramas, so I was really happy about that. So yeah, now that the buttons are attached, I'm going to get Lawrence to try it on and then we're going to decide whether it needs any more adjustments. It probably needs to be shortened a little bit, but I'll get him to try it on and then we'll see how much it really needs to be shortened by. Definitely needs to be shortened at the back, I think, but yeah. We'll see. And then I've got to decide whether I want to add maybe one more button because it's kind of that awkward length at the bottom without a button. But once we shorten it, I'll have a better idea of where to put that button or whether it even needs a button there. So yeah, it's coming together and it's almost finished. Lawrence has tried it on and it is a little bit too long, but I think it's more the back that's too long. And he mentioned that when there are button-up shirts that have like this longer section at the back and it's kind of curved, it usually means that it's meant for tucking in for more formal events. So he had the idea to maybe just cut this straight, matching the same length as the front, and then it might feel a bit more comfortable on him. I also might just make it a little bit shorter, maybe two centimeters or so, just because it was a little bit too long. But like I said, it's better to be too long than not long enough. So I'm going to make that adjustment and then you'll be able to see the final result. here is the finished shirt, and it's quite funky. I don't know if Lawrence will actually wear this or not. It looks good, but yeah, whether he wears it or not is another story. But it was a lot of fun to make, and it was a really good way for me to use up some of the fabric from the duvet cover. I just purchased that duvet cover secondhand from Savers, and I washed it, of course, and yeah, have turned it into something purposeful and wearable. So it's always a really good feeling when I can create something like that. So yeah, let me know what you think of this shirt. And again, it's the Finch Button Up Shirt by Common Stitch. I've made this shirt a few times now. Had to make a couple of adjustments, but once I did that, it was able to fit Lawrence nicely. If you enjoyed watching me put this together, then I invite you to like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you next time.